Hello, it's the 30th of September and this is what happened on the EuroMillions draw last night. These numbers came out: 7, 18, 19, 32, 48, star numbers 3 and 7. That was draw 1046. The jackpot has not been won and it's rolled over again. Now the jackpot is 167 million. So in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the numbers that came out and I'm going to try to work out why those numbers came out, and then I'm going to use whatever rules I can apply based on that to predict what numbers are going to come out next. In my last video I noticed that the most overdue star number came out. In the last time that was star number 6, it came out with number 12, and I said that was because number 6 was the most overdue star number, and then I pointed out that now number 7 is the most overdue star number, and so applying the same rule, which is that the most overdue star number comes out, predicted number 7 would come out, and it did. That's where it was, just there, and it was the most overdue, the least frequent, and now that it's come out it's dropped down to there along with number 3. I was also predicting number 3 because I've been predicting that number 3 and 11 are going to come out together, because since the number of star numbers went up to 12, number 3 has not come out with number 11, and only 2 numbers haven't come out with number 3 yet, and one of them is number 11. Now if we look at the draw history, going back a bit further, you can see number 11 there is most overdue with number 3. So given that number 7 came out, if we look at the chart for number 7 and see where number 3 is on that chart, you can see it's the most frequent, and in the last draw it was there on the chart, that's where it was. Most frequent with number 7, and it had not come out since draw 1018. So maybe that's why number 3 came out with number 7. So 7 because it was most overdue, number 3 because it's most frequent with number 7. Okay, so that explains the star numbers. So now let's just look at the main numbers. Now the chart for the main numbers is getting quite large because the numbers are very spread out. Number 34 hasn't come out since draw 995, and we're now on draw 1046, so that's 50 draws. On average each number should come out once every 10 draws, so number 34 is now 5 times the average. Okay, so anyway, this is what the chart looked like before the last draw, and this is what it looks like now. Notice how number 19 came out, because look where it is, right up there, up near the top right, second closest to the top right corner. I predicted that 23 would come out because it's the closest to the top right corner, which means it's the most overdue for its frequency. Number 19, not far from it, also overdue for its frequency. So that could explain why number 19 came out. If we look at the chart for number 19, let's see where the other numbers were on that chart. That's where they were. See, number 18, most overdue for its frequency out of those. Really number 8 should have come out with 19, because that's very close to that top right corner. But it didn't, so second closest, number 18. And you can see where the other numbers were. Now, if we look at the chart for number 7, for star number 7 should I say, this is where the main numbers were on that chart. 18, one of the most overdue. If we look at the chart for star number 3, this is where the main numbers were on that chart. Notice that number 50, most overdue on that chart for star number 3. Yep, that's where all the numbers were. Number 50 right up there at the top, but number 50 didn't come out with number 3. So now you see why on the numbers that I'm picking, I'm choosing star number 3 and main number 50, because number 50 is overdue to come out with star number 3. But anyway, if you ignore number 50 and we'll just look at the other numbers, you'll notice there's number 18, very close to that top right corner, third most overdue, quite overdue for its frequency. Let's look at where the rest of the numbers were on the chart for star number 3. Let's run down at the bottom there. 19, most frequent, one of the most frequent. Now if we look at the main number chart for star numbers 3 and 7, this is where all the numbers are on that chart for those two star numbers. Interestingly enough, 19, one of the most frequent, there it is, quite overdue for its frequency. And there's the other numbers. So there's some of the possible reasons why these numbers came out together. Got most overdue star number, most frequent other star number with the most overdue star number, and then we've got 18, as you could see it was overdue for its frequency. Number 19, very frequent with these two star numbers. And so now this is what the chart looks like. Now without doubt 23 is the most overdue for its frequency. I am definitely going to pick number 23. Now I've been putting the same line on the EuroMillions for the last few draws, couple of weeks now. Now I'm betting on main number 23, main number 50, star number 3, star number 11, main number 20, and main numbers 4 and 12. Now I've gone over the reasons why I'm picking these numbers quite a few times in my previous videos, so I don't really need to go over that again. But as you can see, there's 23, most overdue for its frequency. This is the chart for number 23, 50 most overdue for its frequency, 12 most overdue, 4 most frequent. So look at the chart for 50. See, there's number 20 most overdue for its frequency, 12 most overdue. So you can see why I'm picking these main numbers together. And then if we look at the star numbers that go with these main numbers, okay, and the main number 23, number 11 most frequent, and if we look at number 20, 11 and 3 most frequent again. If we look at number 4, there's 11 most overdue for its frequency, number 12, well, let me just zoom in, see number 11 most frequent. So this is why I'm picking these main numbers together and these star numbers together, because they're the most overdue and most frequent. See, most overdue with number 50. So that's why I'm picking these numbers. If you want to pick the same numbers, that's entirely up to you. But if you want to pick some other numbers, I mean, you can do. Obviously, this is the chart that you want to be looking at if you're going to do that. This is the chart now for the star numbers. The chart is not quite as tall or spread out now because some of the most overdue numbers have come out. So looking at this chart, we can expect that basically anything could happen now. I mean, I'm not going to necessarily say most frequent, most overdue, because it seems like the other numbers are starting to catch up with this one now. So I'm just going to stick with the same numbers that I've been putting on for a while, because of the main numbers that I'm picking with them, and because of where the main numbers are on the chart for the main numbers. So if you want to pick your star numbers from this chart, that's what it looks like. This is the most up-to-date chart. Now for the main numbers, you can look at the entire draw history, because there's always been 50 main numbers. And so this is the chart for the main numbers. Now if you're looking at this on a small screen, it might be hard to see what numbers they are, so I'm just going to zoom in and then scroll down so you can see the individual numbers, what they are. I'm just going to go across to the other end so you can see all of the chart. See, they're the numbers. Okay, that's where they are on this chart. I'm just going to zoom out a bit so you can see that's the main number chart as it is at the moment. So you can see where all the numbers are in relation to each other in terms of how many times they've been drawn all together and what draw they last occurred in. Now, because the numbers are quite spread out on this chart, what we can do is narrow it down a little bit to just as far back as the most overdue number, which is 34, and draw 995. So if we look at the chart for all draws since 995, okay, that's what it looks like for that chart. That's where the numbers are. See how different it looks now. Now we're only looking back as far as draw 995. See, some of the most frequent numbers now, they haven't been so frequent recently. the most frequent numbers recently have been these ones at this end. They haven't always been as frequent as they are at the moment, so we're looking at more recently. That's what the chart looks like for the most recent draw history. So you can see where they are on these charts in relation to each other. So you can pick your numbers, and I hope this helps you to pick the winning numbers. So don't forget to subscribe for the next video. That's all I've got time for at the moment, so catch you in the next video. Bye for now.